Hi and hello and welcome to The Real Show. I, of course, am Fred Slow. Alongside me for Sale, the Samoan Nightmare, Sally Taylor, and from the back of the house and out of the front of the room, our very good friend Kevin Hoover. Kevin, welcome.
What's up, guys? How you feeling?
It's an audio medium. Kevin puts up a peace sign. Got
it.
Got it, Kevin.
He's a man of few words and signals. I'm with it, man.
Just,
man of many musics, though. I don't know. Best I can do.
We're just over. Well, it's like 4 weeks away. We're just under 4 weeks away from No Way Around, our next Duke City Championship Wrestling live event. We're very excited about that. We can go public with this right now. We didn't get a chance to talk about it before we relived these last ones. We had to move our Halloween event. We were originally scheduled for Halloween. We had a lot of fun lined up. But you guys know, in the world I live in, there was a conversation about Donald Trump coming to Albuquerque. There was a conversation about Donald Trump coming to be in a campaign rally border state in a state that he's going to lose by 8%, like the whole thing, you know? So anyways, so our venue, the Rio Rancho Event Center, was in conversation for that, and it did not play out, did not work out, but he will be in town on Halloween. So that was the kind of the biggest reason we had to move, was a venue issue. But now the venue's not used and we moved the date, so we got a couple weeks we got to wait, but it is what it is at this point. So we're only going to do one episode of Duke City Championship Wrestling at the historic El Rey today, and then we'll revisit it next week, because we're going to have for the first time in the history of our program, like a little 2-week hiatus. Maybe we'll do like a best of or a highlight thing or something. We'll figure out something.
That sounds good.
That's some work for you, Kev. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Kevin says, oh, good. Yeah, Kevin's looking for it. All right, so we're going to stream from mine. I assume it's going to go well because technology. All right, so a couple things here. Season 3 is different than Season 2. We've changed the color scheme up on the broadcast, which I really like. We were orange last season, I think. We went to like a more of a New Mexico kind of aqua thing, which I'm into, turquoise. This is a recap.
The bird.
It's the best magic trick in the world, man.
Yeah, I think Valak Vile is my favorite wrestler. I think he's my favorite wrestler on the roster. He is hilarious. He does more with the microphone than anyone else. He is the dude is a unique talent.
He talks the talk, and like in this instance, he was actually able to walk the walk, coming out with a big old W over Charlie 50. That's no small feat, man. Especially with the magic, where he had to slow the time down, or he paused the time. So that was a great match. Valak is like he's on a mission right now, but we got these two big fellers right here. The weird one, the strange one, versus the
Sin Bodhi and Chuy Martinez.
Oh wow!
It's always such a treat to see Sin Bodhi perform in a ring. I mean, I've known him for a while. Every time he gets in the ring, it's like Warlord of Weird is accurate. It's not like any other wrestler I've seen.
Yeah, he's
speaking of someone.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just saying, like, speaking of someone who knows how to work a mic, this is one of my favorite people to watch work a promo. Whether he's doing something backstage or he's doing one ahead, like in front, like his mic work, his promo work is beautiful. And
yeah, on this recap here, what it was Brian Idol with a bribe of some sort to Chewy, who I could say he's never really been in pursuit of the championship yet, you know, but he was excited to be to hand that over for Sin Bodhi, as obviously that ended up being against Hobo Hank. Amelia Plum has been a fun addition to the program, right? Like, she's killing it.
Oh yeah, I'd say so. She's definitely somebody who is taking a spot that Fernando has and making it her own, while not, you know, causing any kind of I can't think of the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry, but she's doing a great job.
Yeah, well, she's making Thunder look big, which I like too. You know, it's you know, she's you know, Fernando's such a big personality with the jacket and the ludicrous haircut all the time, and Amelia is the, you know, the manic like pixie kind of, you know, like early 2000s Scott Pilgrim-esque kind of energy thing. And I think she like super hits visually, and I think mentally she's like plugged into the product really well. So yeah, she's just been kind of like a crucial addition to us. I'm super happy to have her. It was cool to be back at the El Rey booth, wasn't it?
Oh man, such a breath of fresh air, or
Yeah.
air, I should say. Back to the
I hear
roots. This is one.
This is
Yeah.
oh man, really looking forward to this one.
This is the only one I watched in the back. So I sat with Kevin during this one in the back and watched on the monitor. You guys know I moved off commentary after the last show, and just having a lot of involvement, throughout the night. And this is the one where I got to, and I'll never learn what Kevin is doing. Kevin has his own energy, but I was fortunate to be a part of this one being produced. It was kind of neat, first time perspective for me.
The work that Kevin puts in, man, it is actually it's a big deal, and I'll agree with you, man. I don't want to learn what he's doing because he does it so well. That's a lot of pressure. This man handles that pressure every show, every time, man. Appreciate you, man.
Well, thank you. I love my job. This is all I got to say on that one.
Yeah,
this is my favorite part of the job, being able to coordinate some kind of energy like this into the room. Getting, because as you can see, the lighting comes down, so you got this energy of Thunder about to come out, and then music hits.
Yeah, and our light gal Bridget is top tier, and the setup we had at the Rio Rancho Event Center the previous show wasn't her regular setup. It was a loaner or whatever we had to get to do the show out there. So I really thought she took a lot of liberties with this one. Like, she was in full stride, making sure the house was lit. You can see it here. We cast shadows because it's an old theater, but when you're trying to draw your attention to certain things, she was dialed in. And also, we had like 4 photographers at this thing. It's kind of really taken off in the local photography scene. And we've seen all their photos.
This reminds me of like early 90s WCW, all the photographers on the side of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, sure does.
Yeah, there was some really good stuff captured because Rusty has this style all the time, and you kind of look, Rusty's a regular photographer with the bowler hat or whatever there, but Madeline's come in, she's done a really good job. I can't even see who else is down there, but yeah, there's they're shooting from between the ropes instead of below the ropes, and they're doing much stuff, so we're getting a lot of still stuff that is really incredible from these guys.
Anything to help build our media and build great and bring content out. We do favor those who have been with us, but at the same time we do encourage others to have a chance to come out here and work with us, because why not? DCCW is for the people. Special.
And at the same time, we always love to see the pictures that like the fans will get from the crowds and whatnot. I tell people, take videos, take pictures, put it wherever you want, because there's a lot of times when we or the wrestlers will take those fan pictures and they'll use them and they'll give credit and all that stuff.
Exactly. We just encourage you to use the official DCCW #, DCCW for sale. That's what I heard. I think it's the official one.
We do need to start +1 in that stuff, though. You're very correct on whenever we are getting, because we get so much of that stuff. Our social media feed after a show is like, I don't know, hundreds of things. So it's. Yeah, if we need to do a giveaway or a T-shirt incentive or something. We need to do the, show us you follow and here's a raffle thing or something, because that stuff it's important.
Actually, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind being part of the first, set of prize. If we choose the best fan, caption or the best fan photo and or video, I will come to your house and have dinner with you, and you can cook. I don't mind.
Again, you're not giving away a thing people want.
It's not a prize.
Yeah,
that is a prize. You are welcome. What can I say?
The Thunder came out, and you remember after the Rio Rancho Event Center show, Locked In, where he faced Hobo Hank in a steel cage. There was tomfoolery, I guess is the phrasing, at the end, and it's obviously it's Matthew Robles stuff. Yeah, it's you. It's it's Ronan, it's all these guys, and not that I guess I was in question, but when he came out, I didn't know how the crowd was going to receive. You don't necessarily know who was there in person at the last show. You don't necessarily know who's catching up on the TV, and it's do they remember he from the last time he was here? Do they know he's kind of in a kind of a tweener position where he can call for his own chant here, and some guys will, some of the fan base will follow along with him, and still some of the fan base won't, and I think it's a really good job by he as a performer getting out in front and just making sure this audience can interact with him in the way that they choose.
This is a wrestler that people know, people have seen, for years and years. He goes and he does the Robles thing. He socks Robles one time, and everybody knows that he's going back to being Thunder for the sake of being Thunder. And the crowd will always get behind him in that fashion because they love when he does that.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, all I know, he had that match in the bag, man. Whatever, man.
You're talking about the Rio Rancho Event Center again.
Yes.
The Brian Idol's faces.
Don't bring a table out.
When Brian Idol is out here, but I think Brian Idol might be my favorite wrestler on the planet. Like I know I was talking about Valak Viola earlier. He's probably my favorite entertainer. Us having Brian Idol, who regularly comes over from the NWA, who regularly contributes to us, because when we first brought him in, we didn't have a plan per se. We had an idea, but how well he's gelled, he is a different tier, right? I agree. Yeah, he is not just the physical part, not just the performance part, but he is the knowledge part. He's the confidence part. He's a guy. He had myself and Hobo Hank out to NWA a couple weeks ago for some TV tapings, and was just willing to share so much as far as how pro wrestling is done in front of cameras. And we're going to introduce a bunch of that stuff in our next show, but he's got it in front of the live. He's got it for the television. He's a capable and talented dude.
He is passionate for the business so much that when he sees others passionate about it, he shares that. He gives that. And when he sees others who are just not taking it as seriously he is, he'll work with you because he's a professional, but he'll keep him moving. But when he shares time with others that are all about the business and
be a listener when he does, yeah.
And everything he says is exactly what you need to hear, whether if you want to hear it or not.
The only thing I've been able to tell Brian Idol is what restaurants to eat at in Albuquerque. Otherwise, there's not. He's not going to learn anything from me. He's not going to learn anything. The guy's been around it for 30 years.
Still looks great. He still looks great.
I was actually.
This man is.
I wish I had that physique right now.
Bro, look at that. This man has been. He's actually in high demand. He's on the road 5-6 days a week at least.
Crazy. Well, and is not to put his business out there, but he lived in that HorrorCon. He lived in that Hurricane Valley that just hit twice, in Florida, and there's not super reason to be at a home that's flooded. It's be out and do work, and I think they're in Sarasota tonight doing a live event. So the NWA is.
Oh,
that was a good. Yeah,
that's great.
I like that camera angle there. We need to utilize that more. That into the crowd, because there's a couple hundred people right there, and I don't know how well it translates to the TV.
This is actually really nice. We have. Actually, these guys are kind of they're going for some stuff right here for these angles that they're hitting lately.
We got to start putting. I've seen them. They're like lens lights. We got to start shooting those up on the ceiling, of sponsors and stuff, because there's always just such an extreme angle of a camera where we're showing the ceiling, and I feel like that would be a super cool inventory.
Even look at this shot, man. This is so beautiful.
Yeah.
There's some good real estate right behind him. There's some great real estate right behind him.
Most of the time, the camera angle is gonna come from down there because that's where they can stand.
Yeah.
Up there towards the stage, then if they're facing the other way, then they're gonna get the crowd all that stuff. So
Well, I wouldn't have issue putting like a pedestal, on like maybe the front corner of the ring post,
Yeah.
to have where a guy can stand up there, like one guy, like we have it
Yeah.
kind of in the back where that walkway is. But if we have one on the front side, the only real issue would be getting in front, getting in people's way. So we'd have to be kind of creative with it. But if all of this shot was taken from above that corner turnbuckle, that would be a really cool thing.
Actually, I can see that. I like the sound of that. Just gotta make sure we secure them.
Yeah, there's that. I mean, yeah, we're not necessarily the most safety first company in the history of the world. So, like,
I mean, it's pro wrestling. How safe can you get?
I mean,
Most times.
I'll just
bodies flying everywhere. Yeah, let's talk about safety.
That's an interesting spot right there because often you see where the guy will turn around and he'll catch the splash, and Thunder, who's just so jazzed to be in there doing, he's maybe a step earlier than you normally see, and it cowed Brian like away. Yep, good. Oh, he pops right out of it.
Oh, that was close.
Carlos, our referee here, has done really well too these last couple shows.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about growth, man. I think he deserves a solid hug.
He deserves a
down
pair of black athletic pants. He does it in blue jeans. Guy's crazy. He's out there and like working.
Some people wrestle in blue jeans, so
Oh, here comes Rona. I swear. So this is what you're talking about, Sully, harkening back to Locked In. Ronan has done so little. Like, what is that? What are you supposed to be afraid of here? Like, he just turned his back on him. Didn't even watch the end.
Don't worry about it. Don't have to worry about it.
That's such a good finish.
There you go. The man with Luke's the kills, man. That's a real man right there, baby. That's a real man.
He goes over to homies. They don't care. Look, everyone's so mad, sitting down. Like,
take the wind out of the room, man.
That's a good
that's
finish.
Beautiful. Oh man, we've only just begun.
And then Thunder's left there on the ropes, like Sally's girlfriend on prom night, like just
zing. Funny you assume I had a girlfriend, man. I was focused.
Did you guys go back and watch this without comment? Like with the volume up, I thought Chris Burnett and Fernando were dialed in. I think they have something special.
Absolutely. There's a wonderful dynamic between them, and just like the back and forth, and with just how they sound vocally is I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I may need to call a match with them.
Fernando's having so much fun.
It's kind of too good. And here we are, and we're back. I was like, man, comes in hard, comes in strong.
I need to. Cracks me up.
The lights on.
Well, I like this. This is a nice little thing here.
All right. Shout out to ProView.
I'm a big ProView guy.
Well, you're a big guy.
Yeah. This is a good shot right here, too.
This is good.
Hard cam is always my favorite view.
Is this the one for you? All right. So Adam Merrick is, there's obviously live stuff going on before all this, because we do intermission, this, that, the other thing. He does a really good job of like tiering his announcements so that people know to come back. Hey, good video there, Kevin.
Oh, thank you.
Power and privilege, baby. This is beautiful.
These are good looking dudes.
I actually think I want to change that and run it by them a little bit, see if I can, because something other than just saying Class and Reno.
It's power and privilege, baby.
What is it?
From the Instagram live stream. I know you guys can't see this, but I can. I want you. I'm not done with you. I'll have my vengeance on you. Bring whoever you want back up. You will fall by my hands. That's from the Renegade Ricky Rebel. Who knows who he's talking to? It's Sale, obviously.
Ooh. Ooh. Look at Devin Reno getting some sun time, man. Looking good. And Zamea,
Yeah, she's good.
great presence, welcome presence, man. She's amazing as a manager, to even deadly in the ring herself. Just
Yeah, super
Comes
good
out
wrestler.
looking so menacing. It's nuts. Billionaire Boys Club,
So
isn't that what it was?
which one?
Wasn't it Billionaire Boys Club? Did I get that wrong?
Billionaire Boys Club, BB. See, that's right. There's that one. Then there's Power and Privilege, whatever you call them, baby.
I
Yeah,
was waiting for you to say it, not me.
Zamaya's looks pretty good too. She has that like harking back to like a Lita, like Hardy Boys kind of attire thing, and then obviously ties it in, with really good face. Okay, this is funny here. So at the time of recording, the Lobos were not doing well, and they came out like repping Lobo gear. By the way, tough loss
Just like
yesterday
magic.
for the Lobos. Colorado State shut them down, but
We made them bowl eligible, man.
Hell yeah.
Colorado State is now.
I believe so.
Yeah, the Lobos they're in trouble, but yeah, Tony Davis or Turbo Tony Davis and Tommy Two Scoops they've kind of found a little bit of a niche here in the tag team, and by the end of the year we're gonna have tag team champions named, and I know those guys are trying to be in the mix on that.
Dude,
It's gonna be
They
a
are,
killer
they are.
competition right there.
we have a
All the-
locker room our
getting all the
size,
tag
man.
teams. All the tag teams that we bring through are incredible. I mean, and there's still more coming in. There's more forming. There's teams that we probably haven't seen yet. I mean, we're not done. There's so many that's going to be involved in this.
By the way, it's like 7 minutes later. I'm still on their entrance.
Yeah, they get the shine, don't they? It's yeah, I'm kind of doing a little like I'm kind of fingering ahead on the timeline thing or whatever. And there is a whole ass another 3 minutes before they lock up.
Man, I said victory lap before. By the way, look at that! Look at a nice shirt. I've seen a few of these shirts walking around, man. It's a nice shirt.
Well, was it a Saleh shirt?
I don't know. Maybe it looked like it.
They've been selling well. The Saleh's the first guy. We have like a little program where it's if we work in merchandise, there's a split or whatever, and Saleh was kind of the first guy to jump into it, and I think it's going well. You know what I mean? I think it's like people are getting them, which is awesome.
Some even bought some at the fair, I believe.
Oh, that's awesome.
I did, yeah. It sold a few, actually, yeah. Stand by. We should have another one coming out, maybe. Ooh. People trying to ask me to sign it for them, but that means I got to learn how to read and write. Oh, man.
I know that must be tough for you, but that's okay.
I don't read scripts. Scripts read me. Shoot.
I don't have a Saleh shirt. I had one. I grew under it or out of it, or I got too small.
You can use it as a blanket.
Tell you what. Me and Saleh, what, Friday night? We were out Friday night. I guess we hadn't seen each other in a couple months.
Yeah.
And so anyways, we're at this thing, Kevin, and Saleh walks in. He's like, walked right past me. Didn't even recognize me. I go, what the?
Nope. That was another white guy.
Heck, yeah. Like, what are you doing?
Saleh, we don't all look alike. I'm just saying.
Sorry about that, Fred.
No, it's fine.
You can always cut the shirt up a little bit.
I know we don't
cut the sleeves off and make it a workout shirt, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, I know we don't talk about it a ton, Okay. What do we got here? Amelia's okay. These guys are so weird.
These
Amelia
boys
Plum
just
comes out.
boys being boys, boys being billionaire boys.
Joel Root is out there too. I don't know if you guys saw him on the entryway, and
Yep.
you know, he's had an eye on tag teams. You know, that's kind of his specialty is managing tag teams, and you know, with what I would tell you, the two best that we have in Duke City Championship Wrestling out there. I guess I didn't really know what he was looking into. You know, it was like, is he out there for Turbo Test? Is he out there for Class in Reno? You know, and kind of ends up being interesting. But he's holding those titles that we haven't, you know, been able to christen anyone with yet. And is he working with Amelia? I don't really know. I guess does she just carry the title around? Like I don't super get it, but
You got to see them both, baby. You got to see them both.
And the bell rings.
Oh man.
And Jeff the
Jeez.
ref, who returned to us for this one, he missed the last show. I think
He's been in the midst of recovering and stuff. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be seeing more of him. But you know, he's always in our mind. He did a lot of the days on at the fair actually.
Yeah.
He was there for a few. So this is good, man.
We put that graphic up on the Tinytron every time with the wrestlers' names and who they are and stuff. I'm 100% convinced that's one of the biggest reasons like our crowd is being able to connect with the guys so quickly because they're constantly reminded on, you know, who they are. You know, it's not like we introduce people and they have to have their name all over their gear or anything. You know, they can, you know, oh, that's so funny. They can come out and have that story told around them. You know, they can just focus on performing.
Yeah. Well, one of the cool things about that is people don't realize, for those who are watching, you know, our YouTube product or our other, however else you can watch us, you know, we're not piped in. You don't hear commentary, you know.
No.
So it's just the bells and it's just whoever's on the mic live or anything, but you don't hear it. So we had to like remind people these are the players playing right now.
Yep.
This is the story, what's going on. So we do. I like that we do a pretty good job on like keeping people informed. There are times we have to spoon feed things to our guys because we want to make sure that our crowd is as well informed. We just stopped this foot. But yeah, we got to make sure people are as informed as possible because we want everyone to enjoy. You know. But then you got someone like Two Scoops is always yelling Two Scoops every 3 seconds. I don't think people ever forget who he is.
Nope.
Well, but you know, because he's allowed to do that, you know, the crowd can have its own opinion now too. You know, like I recognize he's a lot of guys' favorite wrestler. Like I recognize that, you know, but like there's a handful of guys out there that are all about Class in Reno, you know, and they're able to like, you know, speak that language to Tony and Tommy, and I like that too.
I love how Glass put on the bandana.
That's really cool.
Oh,
this is great.
At least it was only a couple. What the last show or the last time he was at the El Rey, he almost scooped Cisco on X.
I can't wait for that. By the way, that Turbo Tony with the early Brian Christopher tights looks good, man.
I told him
Grandmaster Sex tights.
I told him it was like closer to a Kill Bill outfit.
Oh, good form, sir. Good form.
Yeah.
Both these guys
still really cool.
Both these teams do a really good job of that like classic like late 80s, early 90s tag team approach where it's cutting the ring in half, you know, and it's not not to get over whatever on this, but they're not using the complete sides where it doesn't make sense when, you know, they're not making tags. It does, you know, and it all just seems a little spotty, you know, like these guys, at least I thought in this, it was like a master class of telling 2-on-2 like fighting. And I was, this is a good spot right here. Oh, so smart.
Look at that.
And that's what we're talking about, right? Like as soon as you work in the corner, like you bail your guy out, you know?
Look at this. Oh, that's a little flush. He's just coming in. Was that a blind tag?
Could have
Nice.
been, yeah.
Is he gonna do what I think he's doing?
He's hulking out.
Scooping out? I don't know.
Ooh, roiding out. Oh,
We don't see that kind of thing around here.
it's kind of rage. What
Two
would Scoops call
scoops of
this?
rage. It's definitely a Hulk out. It's just
Look at that. Scoop rage. Look at that. All these guys looking great, by the way.
and that's
Oh,
that's one of my favorite things to see is somebody just get launched back into the ring.
uh-oh.
Maya had to get her shots.
Oh,
If
that's
anybody
beautiful.
thought Maya was just gonna stand there and not do anything, no, that's not her style. She finds her shot, she's gonna take it.
Opportunist, baby. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in. There we go. Keep him busy.
Well, it's tough too. We're talking about managing, to be on the outside when there is so much stuff going on. There's so many photographers. Joel Root is out there. There's like a lot of stories being told all around. And to still, be able to be there and, have influence on the outcome. Just, again, just a ton of talent surrounding that ring.
This is actually really, really beautiful.
And it's just
Like-
starts building to a hot tag. And
See, this
I don't
one-
think there's
yeah.
one either.
Don't want to rush those moments. Can't rush that. Keep the pressure on. Keep the heat on. Working them in, working them well. Once again, talking about the whole 80s, 90s style of classic tag team work. Keep them in your corner. Keep them in your side. Keep the pressure. Just this is
Just
beautiful.
around the world on it, yeah.
Uh-oh.
So good.
Going through it.
This little
Goodness.
camera angle here is good too. Whenever they come in tight with that hard camera. This
Uh-oh.
okay.
The hard cam is a tag team match's best friend.
These two
Uh-oh.
cats.
You notice-
Who put tag team ropes on there?
Tag team
Um,
rope.
yes,
Yeah, I saw them.
we actually put like little ropes on there. They came off easy.
I didn't put them on there.
Yeah,
Oof.
there was one on earlier.
I'll hit some.
Oh, cutter.
Yeah,
I love me a good cutter.
Going for a gang.
took too long though. Oh,
Ah,
I heard him in. He knew exactly what he was doing.
clean little
Ooh.
scoop slam there. The crowd loves when Reno and Class beat each other up. Like it is some of their favorite part.
oh man.
Oh, good job.
Checking
by
it
two
out.
scoops
Oh.
there.
Mm. They slid the
Oh
belt in.
no.
Oh.
The tag team belt comes into play. Joel Ruda ended up with the head. Oh, it's so funny. No,
Somebody thought they were helping.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's
it
beautiful.
just says moi.
Set two.
So and
Oh,
this
that's
is
beautiful.
this. I think this was right before intermission. This was right after intermission?
was right
This
after.
was, yes.
Yeah, it
after.
was right after. And I don't like taking away the momentum of a night after like a banger match like that. I'm like on to the next one. You know how I am. Like we just gave them, some of the most delicious sugar they've ever had. Let's put more sugar on top of it. But there's a lot of story to tell here with the tag team stuff, right? So, so after Class and Reno make their way out, I have to come out here and suck. it's like what's the best way to make this story make sense? And these guys, like the commentary crew, they're ready for the next one or whatever. And I'm like in the back, I'm like, I can't, like this Joel Ruda stuff is weird to me. Like let me come out and like let me talk, to everyone involved.
Yeah, you're towering over everyone.
I'm a big boy.
Look at that.
Taking my time to get in there.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
no, it's like like for those who aren't able to hear the audio on this, they're just talking about how much they miss Sale on this, and I'm so happy and honored that you added a segment onto the show talking about how much I was missed on this show, because you guys know and remember I was back on set, doing my thing. So
that's not correct.
No.
You guys were kind of on my mind, kind of. So, I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Just want to say thank you for that, Fred.
That shirt I'm wearing,
not what it said.
It was my lady's birthday. So that was a shirt I made of her face. And I keep her like relatively hidden from the entertainment world we live in. So I took inspiration from the Taylor Swift 1989 album cover where her face is cut off and recreated that exact thing. So you can't see her face, but it's a picture of her. So that was my pro wrestling outfit that night, was my lady's half face on my shirt.
That's a good form, sir. Good form.
Keeping it kayfabe,
Well, you're also keeping it, you're showing how the more people miss me as well, putting me on that shirt as well.
That's not what that was.
I do appreciate that so much. Thank you. I feel honored. Honored, sir. Very, very much.
You love doing this so much, Sale. Try showing up. Be good.
I was working. I was showing up somewhere else, man.
Sure.
I had to do the thing.
No, it's fine. A lot of part timers, they go do things on set.
This Joel stuff is good here. He's like, hey, you guys could do it if you just, like punch in. You know what I mean? Like the gimmick stuff's funny, the Lobo stuff's good, the whatever, but like come out here and be guys who are trying to win wrestling matches. And Joel's been a part of that kind of stuff on the East Coast for years. For us to have him is an opportunity. I guess number one, I didn't forecast us ever having because of the caliber of who he is and what he does. But number two, for him to, show us the opportunity has been awesome.
We're very grateful for Joe, and the fact that he's made multiple trips here and for the show. He believes in the company, believes in the show, believes in these two. How much and see how Tommy's just reflecting on how much I missed because I wasn't there, and Joel just reminding him, man, he might come, he might show up on the next one. It's okay, bro. So it's okay. I might get a own belt, a for sale belt.
Are you going to be there for November 21st?
We got to talk to my people and see where I'm needed to be.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry.
It's not a thing that you have.
I have people, I have a dog, I have a cat. They
those are not people.
Neither of those are people.
They can't answer a phone.
Hey,
mine does.
Can I be looking more like an idiot in the corner? Like what? Like I'm like. Do I not know?
You are making space. It's actually called Valentino Cross. What you did, it's a Valentino plant, like legit theater sense. You are creating space and you're creating balance with that. So great job on that.
You try to be the reaction of the fan, right? Like that's what you try to be on camera, and you're like. And I'm like, the crowd's reacting like positively to this. Like Joel's telling them their favorite guys aren't punched in enough. I'm like, oh, but the crowd wants to see him helped. I'm like, okay, like me too. Then
should be an interesting dynamic to see how they built him there.
Yeah, well, interesting is how Fernando and Kristen open up their shoulders to let Dan Mayfield have any camera.
Yeah, poor Dan. Just thinking. I just saw.
That's not that
They're like, hey,
camera
Dad, you can
backed
talk.
up at all.
It's
So-
just-
that's a little bit better there. You
Oh,
turn it.
man.
You turn it
Yeah, you
like
just
you
turn.
make like a rhombus. You turn.
we called it a cheat, bro. Cheat out. Cheat.
And you don't even give a lower third to Dan. Like he just looks like somebody in the background. All right,
I think
conversation.
Chris just.
That's
So, not a bad episode.
no, not
Definitely a
bad at all.
couple good matches. Billionaire Boys Club kind of, peeking out on top. I don't want to make any more jokes. Like,
There was no room for Dan Mayfield even on the.
No, that's what I'm saying.
He just,
Also,
come
like,
on, boys.
and I'm sitting here wearing my Tina Fey, so take this with a grain of salt. But like if you're gonna have a guest on, give him a pair of stupid glasses too. You two, like,
So we need props back there. Copy.
okay, yep,
He needs some
no Dan Mayfield. And when he does get a lower third, it just says talent. Like we don't like.
Guests.
nobody's
And
smartened up what he does.
That's all. That's what I gave when they asked. They're like, "What's his job title?" I'm like, "Talent." I'm like, good at it.
Dan Mayfield, man.
Fair enough.
So very funny. Yeah, another good episode though.
Not bad at all.
That's fine. That's
No, I
really
do.
good.
Yeah, I'm proud of this wrestling show. It's a good wrestling program. It's a bunch of good people. And with it, the way we've spread it now to such regular talent from Phoenix, such regular talent from Salt Lake, such regular talent from Las Vegas, such regular talent from Texas. The Lubbock area specifically. It is awesome. It is awesome to see people make the time and make it a destination. And then I think we're at the time of this airing, we're at 950 subscribers on the YouTube. So we're 50 away
Ooh,
from where you get
almost
like
there.
support, and if we were to put a little bit of effort into that, it wouldn't take any time at all. But yeah, it's all very much going the right direction, boys, and I'm very happy about it. We have a big TV announcement coming up. It's not public yet, but the second it's out there, we'll tell the world. And the distance I don't know how you guys define success or whatever, but if it's the distance we've traveled since we started, like it's as successful as any endeavor I've ever started. So it's just been awesome. It's been an awesome thing.
Always leading, always ending with so far.
Yeah.
There's always more to come.
well said.
Yeah,
Well said.
that's yeah. So get ready for a handful of big announcements coming up. This is not just pro wrestling tees, but we got a big TV thing coming up. We also got a big announcement series coming up on our live events. We're really excited about that. I know this hits like a pretty big nationwide audience. It will be next year when you will not have to travel that far to see us, and we're super excited about that. So we'll tell everyone about all those details whenever they arise. But that's episode 3 of season 3, boys. Final words on it?
Go ahead, Kev.
Another good episode. Love to see the guys get out in the ring and tear the house down every time. The crowd is still right there with them, and I love the passion that comes from that. We got what is it? Two? One more episode left, I believe. For our last event. So I believe it's already up. Is that correct?
That is correct. Came out yesterday. We will definitely give it the attention it deserves in its own episode. As like I said, we got a couple 3 weeks until our next TV taping. That's November the 21st at the Rio Rancho Event Center. It's no way around. We're very excited for that. Still booking talent, figuring it out because the last minute change is made a little difficult on the date, but it's going to be a full house of talent, and we're gonna make sure that tag team story keeps advancing quite a bit because we got to get those titles on someone for the new year. Obviously, Hobo Hank will be there. Sally Taylor may or may not, but I don't think that's going to affect the house at all. So it's going to, again, we said it's not going to. So, LA, final words.
Don't forget to use our official hashtag #, DCCW for sale. I think that's it.
No.
And then also the I just want to thank you guys personally for dedicating the last 5 minutes of just talking about how much I was missed on that last show, and including Two Scoops and Turbo Tony. So I just want to say thank you for that, guys, once again. So I feel honored to be here, and as should you. And who knows, maybe if we pass 1,000 subscribers, the person that helps us get there, we might have a special prize where I show up to your house and you can cook me dinner. And
Okay.
I eat only 2-pound steaks, preferably ribeye, cooked at well done. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure out the stuff
Well
later.
done.
Yeah,
What ketchup?
we'll figure it out later.
Ketchup on there too?
I prefer that. Yes, please. Heinz
Yeah.
specifically. Yeah.
Not catsup. That's
No, that's cats stuff.
Yeah.
So
57. You want the 57?
Yes, sir. Actually, I've been leaning a little, trying to get healthier. I like the organic stuff. It's free range, open range. So
You want to
good ketchup.
put a little mayo in A1, just see if that's good for you.
Best foods, nothing less than the best. So best foods preferred.
It's not what that is. It's not the best foods.
Yeah. So that's what I do. I only put the best in me, and a lot of fat too. So yeah, let's go. I'm with it. Thank you. You're welcome.
Only put
Kevin,
the best.
Sally and I are spending
That's
Thanksgiving. We're spending Thanksgiving together. Kevin, did I tell you this?
I wonder why.
So Saleh and I are going to Seattle for Thanksgiving to spend it with his family. I'm not joking. And then we are driving to Vancouver, Canada, as we have a thing to do with WWE that weekend for Survivor Series, where we will be spending a second Thanksgiving with his ladies' family.
Up to
This
Vancouver.
is a real story.
All that weight you lost,
Food.
you're gonna find it on that trip. You're getting a
That's lot of
Samoan,
food,
Korean,
man.
Chinese. I'm so excited.
How many T-shirts do we need to bring your family? Like the real number is like
17.
it's got to be 30, right? They're like
all of them.
yeah,
Just
Oh yeah.
yeah, all of them.
All 57 of your cousins.
that's why
At
you're gonna
least.
catch up.
Why do you think I'm hiding out here, man?
There's a bully
I have
reference,
food.
by the way.
This is for your 97 cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't lying.
I've been
Shoot.
cleaning out the closet all day because I like no punchline here. I've dead ass lost like a lot of weight and my clothes don't fit anymore. They're all too big now. And so I turned on wrestling because I've been like, I don't know, months behind on wrestling. Like since my dad died, I just haven't been watching it. Anyways, I feel like I'm only waiting for the bloodline to show up in every single episode of wrestling. I feel like I'm at a point. I think I'm in like the early September catching up where I'm like, what is the point of putting any sort of camera on anyone who's not bloodline story? Like this is like you're like miss me with Bianca Belair, miss me with LA Knight, miss me with all the like give me what people are reacting to. Like and
How does this affect the bloodline? That's the question we're asking.
Yes.
Every time we see something.
okay, so this means what for the Usos? Let's go.
Speaking of which, we might also have another Samoan Thanksgiving with the boys too, so they know we're coming.
Oh gosh. For Kevin Hoover, for Paul Taylor. I am Fred Slow. Good job, everyone. Keep breathing.